Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mousy channel. Today I kind of wanted to give you an in-depth review of kind of the squad system and kind of how it works. The squad system in Enlisted is a bit daunting at first, and I feel like it's kind of not intuitive, and the UI makes it a bit difficult for everybody to understand how it actually works or what they actually mean, what the upgrades mean. Why is there a logistics tab? What's the academy? What kind of happens when you put players into the academy or soldiers into the academy even? So let's just kick right into it. So each squad um, basically has a different specialist. So you can see here we've got an engineer squad here, an engineer combat battalion, so it's the engineer squad, a parachute infantry regiment, an infantry regiment, and a tank battalion. So the infantry squads can have multiple specializations, so to speak. So you can go into logistics. Then you've got all your troops. You've got like a trooper, a sniper, an assaulter, a tanker, engineer, fighter, pilot, and flame trooper, etc. Flame troopers can be used in like the flamethrower squad. So if I go to the campaign level here, you'll see that you unlock that level. I think it's this over here. Here, level 6. So you get an infantry division and you get the M1 flamethrower and flame trooper. So that's when you can use that. And basically you can put these guys into any infantry squad. So if I was to go here and look around if we've got any. So we've got two free spaces here in one of our squads. So if I go to the logistics tab, troopers, do we even have enough? I don't even think we can actually buy any. We can't. We don't have enough. But what you would do is you'd go into here, you'd buy a flame trooper, come back into your squad system, go to manage soldiers, and you would just drag and drop that soldier in. These ones aren't suitable for the squad by class, so we can't actually use these. As you can see, these are engineers, so these can only really go into engineer squads. Like this one, for example. If we go here, you can actually swap these out for actual engineers. So if we did that now, I think you can only have 3 engineers per one, right? Yeah, so you can only take 3 soldiers in. And also another point to note as well is that these squads, you can only have 3 infantry ones, as you can see here in the notes. You can only have 3 infantry ones and then 1 squad that's got a vehicle, so whether that be a tank or a fighter plane. I'm not too sure what the plans are to release more. There is a few other squads like your mortar squads, bombardment squadron. I'm guessing that's another plane one. So all these squads kind of are usable throughout the game in different campaigns as well. So if we go ahead and switch campaign, you'll see it's specific to the campaign. Another thing to note as well is that the squads are actually, they've got their own level system. So you can see here this squad is a level 21, this is level 27, this is level 17, and I barely ever use tanks, so this is level 1. This is so you can go into upgrades, and per your squad level you get squad points, and then you can go through the different trees. Basically, this tree allows you to kind of increase the amount of soldiers you have in your squad and what kind of specialists you have. So we've actually got 2 squad points here. What I did first is I like to max out this tree here because it gives you XP, which is like a net 100 XP or something once you're actually done. And then I basically choose whatever one I want. So say for example I want an engineer to come in my squad, I can unlock that and then increase my squad size. Go back to soldiers. Actually, what one was that? Was it for this one yet? You can manage soldiers, and you can see now that I can pop an engineer in here. So that's kind of how the upgrade system works in the squad upgrades. The personnel upgrades is 25% experience of the soldier class experience. So engineer gains 25% more experience in battles. So just different levels for the engineers, so you can upgrade, well, for different soldiers, so you can upgrade your squads quicker and get more of these upgrade trees finished. Which is quite helpful and useful. And then you've got your workshop ones, which is all like modifications to weapons and leveling up weapons and stuff, which is also quite neat. And you can go through each squad here and go through each of their tree, and you'll unlock them. There also is premium squad which you have to buy. I've not bought any myself, so I can't really touch on them, but I know they get like a set amount of like different weapons and different soldiers, I believe. I'm not too sure how exactly they work, but that is also something you can look into as well. The so a good tip as well in the squad is if you're not too sure what soldiers you've got where, you can always hover over here and you can see if they're an engineer, and it gives a good brief description of what they are as well. So that's a useful one that I found. And then you can click into the soldier, buy your weaponry. Not buy your weaponry, sorry. Assign your weaponry to this soldier. So obviously I've got a Lee Enfield here. So if I wanted to then buy a gun for a different one of these guys, I'd have to come into logistics, weapons delivery, and actually buy whatever gun I wanted. And obviously you can unlock this through the campaign level locking system as well, which we touched on a bit earlier. So you can see if I go to the very end, you'll unlock this gun, or you'll unlock this infantry squad which has got this gun. So that's kind of where you'll go buy everything. The same for your equipment. You buy everything in here once you've unlocked it, and then you can go into your soldiers and actually assign it. That's the same for mines and basically everything you do that with. You can also get perks for soldiers. So these are when your soldier reaches a new level. That allows you to, like I said, when you go into the tree here, the upgrades tree, personnel, each soldier has its own level, so you can upgrade. Basically, you can get perks from. So if I go to here, I've got these 4 perks. You only start with one, I believe. Yeah, and then to get a new perk, you need 800 XP. So then you can click in this, and it'll give you basically 3 random perks that you can choose from, and then you just select that, and it'll assign to your soldier, which is actually quite handy and quite useful. Then you've got the academy system, which is kind of the last part of this. The academy system is where you can put in various soldiers and upgrade them. Now, a quick tip for this, and I found this out the hard way, you might want to remove your kit off of these guys, so the guns and stuff, when you actually start training them, mainly because I've had times where I've lost equipment. I don't know if it's a bug, I don't know if it's intended, but that's what's happening. It's only on some occasions, though. And then when you hit start training, I'm not really too worried about all their loot, so it doesn't really bother me. And basically, what it'll do is it'll upgrade one of these soldiers. So only one of these soldiers will come back, and they'll be stronger. They'll have a second star. Obviously they'll have better training results, and you can see that all in there as well. And you can do that for your fighter pilots, your flame troopers, your engineers, so your different types of classes as well. So that's how that works. And I think that's about everything covered. Oh yeah, you can also manage your soldiers by just dropping them in here, and you can also hover over here to see which squad has its limits to max number of soldiers, etc. So that's also quite useful. But yeah, the squad system isn't too hard to get used to. The only thing you have to note as well is that when you are buying them, you need these order for troops, and they're relatively easy to get. You do get them through this battle pass system. You can buy the elite battle pass to completely zing through it if you want to, but I've not done that. I'm trying to just grind my way up and learn the game. So as you can see, my next thing is a silver order for troops. So I'll get one in here, so then I can go buy another troop. So that's kind of how it all works. That's everything to cover in the squad system. I don't think it's it is quite difficult in terms of the UI, but the system itself is relatively easy, and I think you get used to it. And obviously, you can pick these soldiers in game when you go play. So I hope this kind of answered questions for everybody who's new to the game, and I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, we cover everything Enlisted on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and give us a like if you want to stay tuned for more Enlisted, such as patch notes, etc. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one.